my mind, I'm trying to relax but I keep on stressing. Rather bottle it up if you start talking, that shit's depressing. Rather be on my lonelies, cut through town, just me and my weapon. Too many kids wanna live this life, screaming back your brethren. Like why did you back it? Would've thought there was a trampoline. The way I made the dotty do backflips. The life I live is so savage.
Yes, now, welcome back to our, episode 2 of, I don't know what to call it yet. Drift Chronicles, it's kind of cool. I don't want to use Drift Diaries because a load of people use Drift Diaries. I know a load of people use Drift Chronicles as well, but a bit less used. Anyway, back with this thing. It's been like a month and a half since I've actually worked on it. The video that I made that came out last week, it just took me ages to make because of the racing stuff. So, yeah, we haven't touched this in like a month. So I do now have a diff, which is from, it's a 2.9, so I think it's from a 328 or a 330, E46 obviously. So I need to weld that up. Jordan's coming down today, he'll be here soon. We need to weld his diff up and put that diff in his as well. I also have, which is pretty cool, a lighting flywheel adapter for the V8 that has like I'll show you in a minute, it's a twin plate or twin disc clutch, which is for me sick. Don't really need it, but I kind of wanted it anyway because why not, right? I mean, at least with a twin disc you can kind of clutch kick the fuck out of it all day and not have to worry about it. So that's the thought behind that anyway. So yeah, the plan today is to get the clutch and flywheel on, which would be nice. Once the clutch and flywheel is on, we can try and put the gearbox on. And if that all goes to plan, which I'll be happy with there, to be honest, I'll sit it in the car, lay underneath, and just, have a quick mock-up of where the gearbox mount's going to be. Because in the kit, wherever it is, we've got like a gearbox mount that you just need to put like the gearbox where you want, mock up, tack it, take it off, and then weld it. It's like a 2-piece or 3-piece thing. He's happy. We're going to unbox his new batch bar. Yeah, we're doing his diff. Are we putting your other wheels back on? We're leaving them on. Nah, we'll leave them on. Leave the skid wheels on. Yeah, he wants to unbox this. It's been going half an hour. He's wrapped it up to fuck, which is good, I guess. But I want to see the colour.
So do I.
Oh, there we go. Pretty white.
That boy.
Oh yeah.
Rude boy.
Shout out to Fab. Here we have the goodness. Oh, don't worry about that. So, that is the release bearing. And then we have the adapter plate, which is a adamant one for, there you go. That's what it's for. Don't worry about that later. And under here, you have the big boy, which I'm most excited about. Also have no idea what I'm doing, so luckily we get 4 million bolts for some reason. I do have instructions, which is handy. Also, which is handy is the tool to line it up, which is handy. Yeah, this bad boy. Can she be? So they're already loose. Yeah, they're loose anyway, because we've got to take it apart. So. So this should just. Oh my god. Oh, it has. Nope, has little springs. That's pretty cool. These are obviously.
Look for hidden pieces of foam.
I might take these all out in one. Because it terrifies me. There's so much stuff in there.
We need more cardboard.
We do need more cardboard. So.
There's a hidden piece of foam.
This is obviously what makes it a twin disc, and I'm assuming on the other side of this there is another one. Yes. So there we go. Well, they all have springs and stuff. Right, we're going to find somewhere to put these down because this is terrifying. Here is the thing that makes it go moving. Yes.
Make it go forward.
Make it go fast. Nice. Just going to make sure it actually goes on.
Add a bit of wood in the way.
Oh, that's annoying.
Just get you right.
Oh, I'm still really far away. Okay. But how far can these go?
So the first set around is 49 newton meters, which we're doing now. Then it's 60 something. You should be able to do that without it moving.
Oh, it's going to spin it.
Or maybe not, okay. Right, well I'll click all of these up and then we'll be back. Our system is done. We are now all done up to 120 newton meters. I went a bit more because I'm scared. It's very close. We're just going to turn it over now and make sure it doesn't wobble or anything stupid so we know it's sat how it should be. Then we can get to figuring out how the hell you put those in. Because we have somewhere here we have these weird springs and clips that need to go on, apparently, according to the instructions, so we'll figure that out in a minute. We have these little springs on now with these little handy plates to stop them falling out. I have no idea if this is actually on properly or if it's correct, but we think it is. So. The instructions have been translated, so it's a bit confusing. We think that's right. Right, that's on. And torque down to sort of torqued. This isn't actually on there, but it's resting on there. Ryan's here now. Hey, Ryan. I haven't got any instructions for this, so it can't be that hard. We've got two sets of bolts. One set's obviously going to be boxed to this, and the other ones are going to be to the block. So, well, Pip's here as well. Hi. It's got a whole meal there. Yeah, we're going to try and put this on now. We have 4 bolts in. It doesn't seem right that we only have 4 bolts in the top and none in the bottom. But there's nothing under there, so that's obviously how it's meant to be. And obviously that bolt will have the starter in it, as will that one, which will hold that on a bit more. But yeah, I don't know.
You're going to have your starter in, so that's going to hold the plate on anyway.
Yeah, that'll hold this side on.
So that's 6.
Yeah, I suppose.
So you just got to find out which ones are there.
Huh? It is shiny. So now we need to get down there. Mind you, that might have only gone through one bit. Fucking about. It's on. With no instructions with the gearbox bolts, so we had to kind of guess lengths and which ones go in and which ones don't go in. But it's definitely in. Ryan's making sure it works. Is that in gear?
Yeah.
Is it turning?
No. It won't turn, and I don't think I'm going to be able to show you. But in there is a bolt that's too long and it's touching that crown thing. We've realised that all the bolts hit that ring or that gear for the crank sensor. So we're having to make washers to make them fit, which is a bit sketch, but yeah, if it works, it works. Oh. Washers are on. Bit dodgy, but hey, is what it is.
Sounds like a good time to me.
I mean, it proves we've built it.
It was good.
We're going to take these manifolds off and then just sit it in there again, make sure it's all good. The washers have fixed it. We've put it in gear and it now turns. So we know we've got gear. We've got gears and we won't have any funny issues there, hopefully. But yeah, happy days. Next thing to do is the steering arm. And we're going to take these manifolds off because they don't need to be on. Well, they do need to be on, but they don't fit. So we'll take the manifolds off now quick and then do that steering arm. This on this end, which is good. And this end, the rubber is like way thicker than the actual thing. So hopefully a screwdriver will open that enough for us to slide it on. And once that's on, we can put the bottom arms back in and then we can sit this thing in, see where it lines up. After some pissing about, it's on. We had to grind this down. For whatever reason it was too thick, but I just need to put some bolts in it and make sure that it turns nice with the rack, which we'll check in a sec. Seems to work fine. Do it again? Yeah, that's alright. Let's put it back to the middle. Nice. This is on. We've had to cut that to make it. We didn't want that to catch anything. So that's done. That's done. We're going to put these arms back on now and then just pop the engine in, see if this actually doesn't catch anything. I'm going to have to drop that one and then readjust. Get under that bit. I'm aware these are
Keeping
really
cold.
dirty.
Oh!
Shit's through.
Yeah, peek through there.
I've got one. I'm just going to take this off, and then we're going to try and squeeze it in the hole, see what happens, because none of us have any idea. So, yes. It's in, sort of.
Just wait for that supercharger to turn on.
No, we're fucking not. Now, when we have more time, I might do it tomorrow, or when it's on a ramp at some point. Needs to do the gearbox mount, which is underneath. Once the gearbox mount's done, and it's sort of sat where it's going to sit, we can send it away and get the exhaust manifolds made for it. Well, the adapted. But we were saying that's going to be quite tight under there. But yeah. Onto your car, mate. We're welding for Jordan. We just drained the oil. Well, the oil that was in it. There wasn't a lot, so we're gonna whack this back plate off and take a look in here. Right. Time to get some brake cleaner in there. Lots and lots of brake cleaner. Yeah, nice. I forgot to record any of that, but we've got the diff welded. Jordan's loving life down there. That's welded now. I've done that. So we're going to lob that back in. We've put new bushes in. As you can't see, there's one up there, two over there. You can kind of see them. So yeah, new bushes, fresh diff. Hopefully this will fix his issue. So I'm just going to help him put this diff up there now. So that's on. These are the two front ones. Yeah, that'll go, mate.
Ah, fuck this thing.
She'll go. It's going back on. The final wheel. It's 9 o'clock and we're all ready to go home. But it's fixed, we think. So we've just got to jack her up, drop her down, new welded diff installed. It's been like 2 or 3 weeks, probably 3 weeks since we've worked on the 46. The original aim was for it to be done for Drift Matsuri, because never been. It's on my birthday, which is sick, but it's only in October, and it's currently September. It's like a quarter of the way through September, so very unlikely, but tickets come on sale in 21 days. So we're going to try and just give it our best shot, because you never know. That would be sick. If not, there's next year. We'll probably go anyway if we can get tickets to watch, but we'll see. Off camera, I managed to get the brake line kit that I was talking about in the last episode sort of wired up. We've got the master cylinder ones done with a bit of faffing about into the T, into there, and teeing off into here. But this kit from Proline, maybe I'm doing it wrong, but the only way it can go is, okay, well, not in there obviously, but down here along the tunnel and then in there, because otherwise it's too short. So I don't know if I'm doing that wrong, I have no idea, but that's that. We managed to get it plumbed in through, again, we have no idea if this is right or not. We guessed, but we guessed it went from the master to our bias valve, then into the handbrake, and then to that T. Oh look, just in time. Here's my helper. We've done the best we could with the P-clips. That's literally, it looks shit, but that's the only way it will go. So that's our temporary bodge, basically. But we're now going to go to the back with these and make a nice set of rear brake lines. Ryan's going to go down there, I'm going to go in here, get the T-piece, run it through that bung and that hole over there, because that leads you out pretty much right under there. Marked it, and we've got a pipe cutter thanks to Ryan and Marty.
Yes.
So if you haven't seen a pipe cutter, you basically do it up, turn it, do it up a bit more, and it makes a nice cut without crimping the pipe or anything like that. All the gear here, you see. Got this off eBay, of all places, but it comes with like tees and loads of different sized, male, female. There's loads, so hopefully one of those will fit. We have a rough shape of the first brake line. Pipe cutter we use, like sort of, if it focuses, kind of burrs the end over a bit. So we realised we just have to get a drill bit and drill it out a little bit so it's perfect again. But that's not hard. We just cut a little test piece off because we've never used this. And Ryan knows what he's doing, so Ryan's going to test it, make sure it works. Then if it works, we can use the proper piece. It's squishing. Did another test. We stuck it out a lot further and it worked perfectly this time. So yeah, we're gonna do that now to the actual line and then go see what we can do about getting it set up. There's a brake pipe, and there's the other end of the brake pipe. I'll leave that there and then we'll get Ryan to set it up. See how far out we are. This is all rusted away, but we're getting it wired up. I think we're going to drill a hole in the grommet, or slit the grommet and then put the grommet through. Probably the best thing to do. Just doing the nut up. Happy days. There are the brake lines. We haven't P-clipped this one yet, but got them nice and tucked away, and then in the top and in here, there we go. Lovely old job. All we need to do now is go get some brake fluid, because I haven't got any. Hopefully we can go get some, bleed it up, see if it works. The place that sold brake fluid near us was Toolstation, and they've only got 2 bottles of 355ml. I don't know how much you need, but we have the only 2 they had in stock, so let's go back to the unit. Time. I'm gonna put some fluid in it and leave it in while we have food. Nice. And see if it fucking pisses out anywhere. Hopefully it doesn't. Did I do those up? Yeah, I hope everything's tight as well. I hope we haven't as well clearing it. Normally it's like yellowy. Is it dirty?
There's loads of dirt in there.
So it's only like if you can get it in there. Oh, is that dirt?
Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah.
So we had an issue when we put brake fluid in. With the bias valve, we didn't know until we put it in, but one side's coarse and one side's fine. And obviously, no, sorry, this is coarse in and coarse out. And for whatever reason, this shitty brake line kit is coarse out and
fine in.
That one's fine in from the master, so obviously that ain't going to work. So we're just going to make sure, well, not make sure, we're just going to run a copper line because it's just as easy, it's neater. Well, it'll be neater than that, but I'm just going to run it along the fire, we'll run it into here, and hopefully that fixes our problems. If it don't fix our problems, then I need to buy a better bias valve. Didn't work, so we're just going to put a joiner in and run it without a bias for now. Then if we do it like this, we've still got... Oh, don't tell me that don't fit either.
Might change the end.
Oh, bloody fuck.
Might need a longer end.
Okay, well, we'll change the end and then we'll be back. The driver's seat.
This is how we're going to go.
Can't see a lot. Right, I've done this side. We're just bleeding up this side now. I've had to put a mole grip on it because it's a bit ghetto. But Alright, I'll let it come out now then. We've got brakes. Oh yes. And nothing's leaking, which is a fucking miracle. The only thing we don't have is the bias valve in there, but again, we can worry about that at a later date. Nothing leaks, which is the main thing. That come out quite nice considering it's just copper lines. We'll figure out what to do with this loose wiring again at a later date, but the main thing is nothing's leaking, so yeah, happy days. We're going to try and put the engine in now so we can start working on the gearbox mount. So that's the next step. Back in, thanks to these. Well, I can do it on my own. But I forgot, we actually have loads of room down, well, say loads. We have room down here. And the brake lines don't hit anything, which is lucky. It's just, we were looking at manifold situations, because I'd have to turn the camera, but there's not a lot of room for that end cylinder.
I think what messes it up more if you've got steering rack in the way.
But I need to buy, I still need to buy a starter motor, alternator belt. But I can, well, I'm going to see the fuel lines, but we'll do the fuel lines next week probably, during next week if I have enough money to buy them, which is just there.
Never wanted to be antisocial, but you got me feeling quite emotional. Turn my back for a second, then you're gone, girl. Took my heart, saw a bus, threw it under. You made me lose my smile, a lifetime in denial. My heart stood up on trial, so looking for a while. But now you're gone, I'm sober. You were my four-leaf clover. I just needed some closure, smiling to say it's over.
Yeah, you got my heart from the start. And yeah, I told you that I probably wouldn't get this far, but I've been fighting demons, like what's the fucking reason? My head all over the place like it is changing seasons. And I've been thinking about some crazy shit, certain ways that I could set up and that will make me rich. But in the end, all these meds just fuck with my head, so I don't give a fuck what they said.
Never wanted to be antisocial, but you got me feeling quite emotional.